Hi, my name is Mario Martinez. I teach in Garland Independent School District at Sam Houston Middle School. I teach 8th grade math. So when I heard on the announcements that Mr. Cristales was running this program, I went into the intro meeting and I sat down and I heard his spiel on what he was going to do with the kids, with the students, and how they would come in, and it was by their choice. I felt it was going to be legitimately run. So I felt with the things that I see from Mr. Cristales in school and from what he just said in the informational meeting, I felt that there was something that was actually going to matter in these students' lives. And that's how I made the time for this. Was I had a busy schedule, I teach math, I'm always in here for tutoring, but I felt I needed to make that time for those students just because it was going to come back. It was going to come back and show the investment that I put into that. It was just going to come back, and I needed somebody to just look out for some of these kids. They need somebody.
I'm working with a local school district in Bryan, Texas, which is a city right next to College Station where A&M's at. I'm doing a lot of work with computers there, IT stuff, just to gain exposure, because I feel like everyone should get exposure to coding, software and stuff. But my hopes is to, once I graduate with A&M, start my own company, tech company. And right now, it's up for grabs. I really don't know what type of thing I want to develop, maybe make an app for a phone somewhat, but that knowledge I gained at A&M, I want to use that to benefit society. Make an app, make a technology that can impact mankind, just help the world out. Because you see, there's, like, for example, the invention of the camera that helps people stay connected, remember old memories. I want to make technology that just makes a positive impact, and hopefully my engineering degree at A&M and as well as my exposure to computers and tech will help me in that endeavor. So that kind of talks about my motivation of what keeps me going, especially when I'm up at 3 a.m. in the morning trying to solve that last physics problem so I can go to bed and wake up at 8 a.m. Well, a little bit before, because I have to take a shower. Trust me, I shower.
I feel what those meetings provided for the students was consistency. Every Wednesday we met up in the morning, they had somewhere to go to have breakfast, hang out with the same students, and they were just building a relationship with us. Having that ability to ask questions, whether they be something small or something for their future, setting goals. Just having that time with them, I think they really liked that one-on-one time that we had together. We had a bunch of topics that we had gone over with the students while we met up every Wednesday. Some of the topics that I thought were very beneficial to the students was, I remember me and Mr. Cristales made them sit down and actually set goals for themselves. And not just for the 8th grade and not just for high school, but life goals. And we explained to them, you know, what is a goal? It has to be attainable. And make sure it's not something like, oh, I want to be an NBA basketball star. And then we did their goals, whatever they wanted to do, and we helped them with a plan on how to get that. Because a goal without a plan is just a dream.
One of the biggest reasons I do this is not just for myself, but it's for my little nieces and for my little cousins. And right now, it makes me joy when I hear my cousin talk about how she wants to go to Texas Women's University. And I mean, this was her in 5th grade. This is her in 5th grade, and now she's considering about it. She says she wants to be a lawyer. Like, more power to her. Just having the mentality that they can do that, it brings me joy, because I want to be a role model to them, but I don't want to be just a role model to them. I also want to be their inspiration. Someone that came from nothing, someone that came from not knowing what a GPA was, someone that came, you know, having the absence of their mom and having to deal with that. I just say, don't give up. No matter how hard life gets, just don't give up.
One thing that I was really surprised about the mentoring program was the relationship that I built with those students. Just the other day I was at a Sam's and one of the students came up to me, and I had just had eye surgery so I couldn't really tell who it was, but he came up to me, Mr. Martinez, how's it going? Good, it's going good. Do you remember me? I was like, of course I remember you, Jaime. I mean, you were one of the guys, you know, in our organization that we met up all the time, every meeting on Wednesdays. So he's telling me about all the stuff that he's doing in high school and how he's the first 10th grader ever to get certified for something. Usually you have to wait till the 11th grade. And this guy has the biggest smile on his face of how proud he is. And he was asking me, "You proud of me?" And I said, "Yes, Hyman, I'm proud of you. We're all proud of you. Mr. Cristales is proud of you. You just keep making that effort." And I reminded him again that you're doing this for yourself. But it's good to make people proud. But remember, always make yourself proud. One of my favorite memories that we had was taking the kids out to a restaurant. It was a nice fancy restaurant in Fort Worth. I have a hospitality degree and I had some friends that still worked in the hospitality business. So we got steaks paid for. I told them what was going on with the organization, what we did, what we stood for. They wanted to help out. We had a tour for the students. Just seeing the look on their faces when we went to that restaurant. This is a restaurant that me and my wife have not even gone to, you know. It's a pretty expensive restaurant. We were looking at about $40, $50 a plate, but they took us out and every entree that they brought out, every course, we got to actually go see in the back of the kitchen. It was an experience that they will never forget. And I remember my most favorite part of all of that was when a student told me, "Mr. Martinez, I can't wait to bring my mom when I graduate." That just, you can't, there's no monetary value for that. There is no explanation on the drive that I have for that. It's just, I can't describe that. It's very hard for me to describe the feeling that I had when a student said, "This is a goal that I have and it is very attainable," and they felt it was attainable to take their mom, who was a single parent, out to eat after their high school graduation. That was an awesome experience and I was glad I got to share that with everybody. In the classroom, you have one of these students in the classroom of 30 people. I mean, they're a leader there. That's what this leadership program is. It's helping build leaders. So you have 15 of these in one hallway and that hallway is gonna look awesome. It's just, it's gonna spread like wildfire to the whole school. It's very important. I think the benefits speak for themselves. I mean, there's nothing else I can explain about that. It's just, I feel very adamant about this program.